Yeah, right about now we finna go live on here. Well, we ain't going live. We going live in effect. And I'm waking up the cold coast. It's the host with your most, the J to the Mo, the XO, navigating you here through this freebase thing as usual. Today, I got a very special guest with me today, man. I got my OG, man, one of my OGs, man,
Right
Mac, man.
Right on.
You know, I get we have some real deep and in-depth conversations, and
All the time.
I thought that it would be nice to share one of these conversations and get some of this knowledge. You know, this where, like, with the elders don't understand. I mean, what a lot of people don't understand, this where I get a lot of my game and understanding from a person and that's been here longer than me and experienced a lot more than me. And I listen to these stories and I understand. I listen to the stories of today of other people, younger people, and it sounds parallel to the same situation. You know what I'm saying? So I just soak up game and listen and hear and find about things like overseas and war and situations that you've been to and stuff that you talk about. You know what I mean? And so I was sharing it to him and give him an introduction of yourself.
Yeah. I'm from the Y-Town, Ohio. Okay, and hey, I just want to say that I come from where Billy Beck, the Ohio player, keyboard player. Okay, and Ohio always had a lot of talent. LeBron James from Akron, Ohio. I'm from Youngstown. Had Maurice Claret, went to Ohio State, big time player, football player. I had Mike Carr, big time football player, Chicago Bears, my cousin. Sherman Smith played for Seattle Seahawks, running back, big time football player. But in life, anybody can be anything they want to be. Don't ever think that you can be underjudged and not have a future, because your future is where you want to go. Okay? And while we're here today in life is what it is today. There's good, there's bad, there's situations in the world and overseas in the world. But to make a long story short, only the strong survive.
Yeah.
Okay. And
so it basically don't matter where you're from. It's what you made of.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about. Hey.
Yeah.
Anybody can have anything what you want to have. You got to get it. You can't expect anything to come to you. You got to get it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's the way life is. It's like a girl. If she look good, you got to get it.
Got to get it.
Hey.
So that's a lot. That's a game in the package. Y'all got to package. I wish we could package that up. They got to get it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a lot of the part that a lot of people, and we can't just keep saying the youngsters, just the people of the world today, because it's a lot of elder people of age that's doing a lot of nincompoop, dumb stuff and youngster stuff and retarded stuff. And then we expect them to be sophisticated and on another level when the people in front of them are not even on that level. And so people in general, you know what I'm saying? You got to get it. Like that's between you and success. It's the got to get it part. And a lot of people think that they can undercut the got to get it part. They think they can go through something else to hit another loop and be in success without the hard work. And hard work take dedication, and dedication come from discipline. And those are some things that you really got to have: discipline, persistence, and consistency. You know, them is the elements of could save you through things, man. That's one of my biggest traits: consistency. I'm gonna be consistent on a whole lot of shit. I'm gonna be consistent, so therefore I'm gonna be always in the race. I could be always in the race. Might not be at number one. I'm not probably not top 5, top 10 right now, but I'm in the race, and I'm gonna be moving forward, as long as I'm being consistent. Because I just got back in the race. You dig?
I'm telling you, and what people don't realize is it's the old saying: if you snooze, you lose. If you lay back in bed too long and don't do that with your life, how can you be successful? So your dream, when you go to bed at night and you do have a dream, that's a vision. You have to visualize what you dream and put that into reality. Mm-hmm. And that's how you become successful.
Okay, what about, all right, that was the good. I'm glad you took it there because a lot of people always refer to my goals and situations as my dreams, but I don't never dream about this. My occupation and things like my music passion. I don't dream about music. I don't dream about work. I dream about my past more. You know what I'm saying? When I do dream or just a current state of certain situations. You know what I'm saying? But I don't really like have a dream of the success or of lack of or whatever, whatnot. You know what I'm saying? I don't have I don't see in my sleep. Like before, I had songs come to me and when I was rapping, I had songs come to me in full format while I was sleeping. And I wrote like one of my biggest songs. It's called In the Dirt. You know what I'm saying? It's the Rest in Peace song dedicated to all my folks. And it came to me in my sleep.
Right.
The whole verses came to me in my sleep. I woke up and I just literally had to write them down. I didn't have to think nothing. I knew it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But as far as that, any other things don't come. So when the dream don't come in your head, I could tell you from experience, it come from in your heart. It's something in your heart. And my heart pumps it, like it gets excited, it flutters, it does a lot when I'm doing work and getting the work accomplished. You know what I'm saying? So I know within it's in my heart. But to people that dream, give them some more, game about that, because I'm not a dreamer like that, so I can't give it.
Yeah. Well, they say that if you do have dreams and it's like a vision, don't overlook it, because it can be something that's true. That can be a vision of reality, something that's big ahead of you. But in all respect, everything comes from your heart. Everything's come from your courage. Everything comes from your discipline. That came from mom, dad, grandfathers, grandmothers. Those were the people that were the founders and the builders to make you who you were going to be anyway. So it come from the ancestors, the genes.
Yeah.
And that's the true quality of life.
I totally agree with that part. I agree with that. I agree with all of it, because I know dreamers myself, and I know people who have in-depth dreams, and I know people who follow and and have success behind doing it. So, but I'm just not one of those people. But far as you talking about the makeup, that's like one of the concepts of like when they talk about the astrology and the signs, you know what I'm saying? Well, what sign? Are you a Scorpio? Or you like this and like that? I don't really, like, even though I done call some shit to be dead ass on to somebody that showed me.
Right.
I just like feel like people are how they raised. Like you said, it's come from the inner teachings of at home, and what you got what you were able to get away with, and what you're not able to get away with. That's where a lot of it come from, of your upbringing and how you got out in the inner home and what they taught you and what you seen, how loose and how tight the situation was at home. And I feel like that's a lot of your makeup. And like if you if you got a brother or sister, y'all probably in life act just alike. And he can be a Scorpio and you can be a Libra or whatever, whatnot, but y'all probably act alike, like the same type of situations and hold the same type of household, because that's how y'all was raised. There ain't no sign shit. And a lot of it just, not to shit on people's belief, because that's people's belief. And this is just my, my belief or what I think. You know what I'm saying? I could be wrong. You know what I'm saying? But this is just personal for me. So it's going to be hard to prove me wrong when I feel right about what I think. You know what I'm saying? But, not to shit on nobody else's belief, because it's their belief and it works for them. If you like it, I love it. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of person I am.
But in everybody's life, God give us like a gift. And that gift is a gift that you have to perceive from them. And a gift that is so special that it's like a power, like electricity. God gives you that, and you just have to know how to perceive it down the road in order to just be electrified.
Yeah, see? Game, dropping jewels, man, y'all. I love it when when I talk with Mac, because I get the jewels, man. This man been to the war, and tell him about your military background.
Yeah. Well, I was stationed Pearl Harbor, Hawaii, December 5th, 1977. And 2 days after December 7th, 1941, Japan come in there at Pearl Harbor and bomb the naval yard there and stuff. And they had no clue that the Japanese people was coming to do and cause harm to all American people. But look what we did to them. We dropped a big one, Hiroshima. Okay, so what goes around comes around. And when it comes to the war, there's people that have to die. There's some lives that saved. But in all reality, we all got to go. But it depends on what you do in life to make life better for others down the road.
Whew.
And
Dead ass, man. That's dead
when
ass.
I crossed the equator, July 3rd, 1978, we left Pearl Harbor, Hawaii, deployed for 6 months. So when we crossed the equator, before you cross the equator, you're polywalk. So you go through the initiation, you're shellback. So I went through the initiation, so I'm a shellback. Okay, at 163 degrees when we crossed the equator on July 3rd, 1978. Day before the 4th of July. Amazing. The ocean was flat like a mirror. Unreal. I could never, ever forget what I seen that particular day. Unreal. Steam coming off the water. The ocean just like a mirror, or the sidewalk. It's no movement whatsoever. No movement. And far as the special forces, I've been trained very well, and I always known to do what I have to do when I have to do what I have to do. So I can say no more than that. I can just say this much, that in this world, we're all equal. We have all essential conditions to be what we want to be. So no one can tell us what we can't be. As being a Black African American person and all the other nationalities, we've been one of the most powerful races that always feared, and other people always feared us because they don't know what we're thinking, when we're thinking, what we're thinking, when we're thinking. So therefore, nobody can ever figure us out what we're going to do because no one knows what's on our mind.
Yeah. See? More jewels, man. More jewels. I want to go back to when you was talking about in life. You know, I was just on the phone with my bro, and we was talking about, and he was like, man, I dying, you know what I mean? I'm like, man, we dying right now. We born dying. That's what we signed. Like, we was born dying. That's the situation, you know what I'm saying? But the comfortability of leaving your legacy back and doing the right, knowing you did the right, or doing the right thing by your children, trying to raise them, trying to get them the right tools to be different versions of you, and you know, continuing on and building a situation that make this your last name last on forever and ever. You know what I'm saying? That right there is you know what I'm saying, it's what life is about. You know what I'm saying? You can't be selfish. You know what I'm saying? No. We can't be selfish. I don't think I've ever been a selfish person. You know what I mean? But you can't be selfish and think it's only about you. Oh, no. So it's the inevitable. One thing for sure is, one thing you guarantee, you're going to be same color, unless you got some money to switch that weird look. And you're going to still be the same color. You're going to still be the same color, and you're dying. And you know what I'm saying? But it's about leaving, you know, something in a nice blueprint. You take care of yourself, man. You can do it. Like, I know some people 80 years old. You know what I'm saying? I know some people 90 years old. You know, my great-grandmother, I only have one great-grandmother. I think she's 84 or something like that. You know what I mean? But I don't have no grandparents, you know what I'm saying? But I know some other people, parents that are 90, and my one of her grandparents, I think was 100 or something like that. So it's possible. You know what I'm saying? Take care of yourself and you do it. It's possible. But you can't live life worrying about that. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Because it's just something that's not going to stop, and the worry will chop your years down and get, you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
A
yeah.
lot of people
That's
don't
no
know,
doubt.
you got to take care of your body as your temple, like they always say in a religious fashion, but it's the truth. You know what I mean? You got to live,
Hey,
got to live in this temple for a long time. And if you're trying to live for a long time, you have to be careful and take measurements to make sure your temple is in good shape.
oh, yeah. That's no doubt. No doubt.
Mhm. So, man, what else? What we was talking about when we was getting to? Oh, we was talking about people and their addictions and
Oh,
just not being able to being accountability. You know what I mean? Not being accountable for the situations. And we was talking about some people we knew that were addicts and former addicts. You know what I
yeah.
mean? And it's like it comes to a time when the person wants to give that life back. You know what I mean? And because it only could be done by you. The person who's addicted, having this addiction, you can only want to get that life back and take your life back over. You know what I'm saying? And when they ready, you're ready. I mean, but it's proven fact that family and support can make a person feel ready
Yeah.
and go for it. You know what I'm saying? So not to count that out and be like, hey, don't support your people. They're gonna be high, get high until they want to get high. You know what I'm saying? But support is support, and it could take a person to see support can get you a person in the mirror and see that their flaws and characteristics
Yeah.
and what they need to do.
And the way the world is, that the world put all of these obstacles and objects out there, and just to see which one you like. So it's like that old saying: sometimes if something is too good, it's not good for you. So kind of step back when it comes to that, and just analyze things, because you don't want to get drawn in like a vacuum cleaner and get sucked up, because you're just dirt after that. Your life is gone from that point. But life goes on when you can breathe and smell the air and the earth that God give us, as far as everything to enjoy. So Satan is the one that comes into people's lives if people let Satan come into their life. But this lifetime that we live in, as I said, there's so many obstacles. You have to get over every hurdle. Every hurdle you got to get over, because if you don't get over that one, what's going to happen? You're going to fall down on the ground. So if you fall down on the ground, get back up. Keep running. That's the way life is.
Jules, man.
Got to
Jules,
keep
man, I
running with it.
I hope y'all listening, man, and listening
Real stuff,
closely.
man.
And like some of y'all don't know how to read between the lines and hear and know a jewel when it's there, but it's some jewels being spoken to you from the elder. You know what I'm saying? And this is people who've been on earth longer than you guys. Y'all like to say old ass, your old ass, your old ass, but I don't see none of y'all with the antidote to stop y'all growing. I see your birthday every year, like my birthday every year. And as I get older, you get older, and 10 years from now, they'll be calling you old ass. So
Yeah.
be smart ass, you know what I'm saying? And soak up this game from them elders, so you can be so advanced 10 years from now. You'll be so advanced.
Yeah.
You'll be ready for this life, ready for the transition. You'll be so advanced because you done soaked up all the game. Because all we do is tell you what's coming for you.
Yeah.
And what's coming to you. That's all we do, because that's life. Y'all, some of y'all will do.
It's coming too.
Yeah, some
It's
of y'all
coming,
will go to my path. Some of y'all will go to his path.
Man.
Some of y'all will go other paths. You know what I'm saying? But it's coming to you. It's life. It's going to be those hurdles going to come, and then you're going to have to jump over them, go around them, run through them, or lay your ass down.
Yeah.
And we ain't trying to see you lay down.
No.
We're going to see y'all go over them. You know what I'm saying? Go through them. You know what I'm saying? Go around them, outsmart them, shake them, whatever way you make it over, around, and through it. Just do it. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're trying to give y'all jewels, man. So
this generation has to turn the world around for the future of the next generation. So this generation that's young now, boys and girls and so forth, they are the future of the future, and they are the ones that's going to make the positive changes that's going to be better for all people, not just the rich and other people with money. It's for all people. And that's why our generation go on and on and on until it ends. But before it ends, that generation is going to expand like a tree. The branches is just going to go, it just goes straight up and just, like it's straight up to the sky. That's how the tree is going to go. That's how life is for everybody. You got to go straight up.
Straight up, man. Straight up. So, the youngsters, man, like they said it before, the children is the future. The future is now. A lot of our youngsters are going astray because of the teachings of the elders, of the people around them, and the influences is coming from, like, another argument with, not an argument, debate with one of my folks the other day about the music and TV influencing his kids and children. And I'm saying, man, respectfully, that's on the parenting. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to take responsibility for what's yours. If you brought a person into the world and the person's tripping out, rebelling, acting up, and you used to trip out, rebel, or act up, you have to take responsibility what you have given to your child, your son or your daughter. That's you. That is a part of you. That's what you used to do. So don't try to duck it in. Oh, she tripping, or he tripping, or deal with it. You know what I'm saying? And if your child being influenced by music, that's not good. That's not a good look. Like, that means that your influence is weak in that child's life if they can be influenced by something or someone they can't meet, touch, call, reference to, or nothing. Can't even tweet them. They won't even respond to you. There's too many people tweet them. So therefore, you have to be more responsible for your situation and don't blame it on nothing else but yourself. So when your kids start acting up, revolt to how you used to act up, and then you can cut that shit, nip that shit in the bud. Yeah. You can know what he gonna do ahead of time because he's doing you. This is your map. You know what I'm saying? And then you can't be in the household bragging on your past and all that shit, and then expect your child not to want to explore that situation. Like, when I was growing up, we used to do this, and that, and I was this, and I was that, and this, and this, and that. And then you don't think when your kid go to school and his partner already living that life or living in that environment, and they go over there, you don't think your son or daughter is going to be interested in it, or your daughter going to be interested in a guy like you were when you were her age. You know what I'm saying? It's all of which we bringing in and taking to the table, which they picking up. And if you if you ain't putting it on the table and you letting a rapper or a television show put it on the table, that's shame on you. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's shame on you, for real, for real. So, man, we got good 23, 25 minutes up in here, man. We about to, sign on off, man. But once again, man, we got my OG Mac, man. Yeah. And me, I'm J Mo, the XO, hosting you through this thing, this free base thing. And we're going to keep it coming with some knowledge. We'll keep on bringing some game to y'all. Y'all check in. Y'all always look in, man. And shout out to my boy with the NSL, National Street League, the Oakland Gamers, about to take it down to the Oakland game or whatever, not. But y'all check out the National Street, the NSL website, and go and check out the merchandise. They got a city for you in your city, and I guess they got a suggestion, comment or something. You can tell them if they're missing or whatever, or whatnot. And, shout out to them. Yeah. And shout out to everybody. Shout out to the black people. Shout out to the white people. Shout out to the Puerto Ricans, Mexicans, all the other people. Everybody. Asians, everybody, you know what I'm saying? But y'all black people stay black, you know what I mean? And get y'all family values up and stay aware, aware of us. Be aware of us. Hey. Be aware of us. That's what we have to start doing. We stop conspiracy thinking like the white folks. Yeah, keep your eye on white folks because they're some crafty individuals too. But us is where we messing up at. We have to be aware of us so we can change and help us. And when I mean to be aware, I don't mean suspicion. Just understanding what's going on between you and your brothers and your sisters around you. You know what I mean? Peace, man. Y'all stay love.
Yeah.